Friday in Simpsonville, South Carolina, and today the word is hypocrites. What does it mean to be a hypocrite? Well, I think a lot of us probably are hypocritical in the way we treat Christmas. We say that Christ is the center of Christmas, and yet we give a token to the church or to its work, and we give thousands of dollars to relatives and friends and family for gifts. Hypocrites. Defined, it means a double person, an actor. Spiritually, it means somebody that says they love God, follow God, and believe God, and yet they have consideration for people, but they don't really do those things. Is it a scriptural word? Yes, it is. It's found 35 times in the Bible. And the concept of hypocrites is found over 152 times, almost evenly between the Old Testament and the New Testament. 77 times in the Old Testament, 75 times in the New Testament, we find the basis of the word hypocrite, even though the word itself may not be used. There are 4 truths that I want you to know about hypocrites. First is that we're all hypocrites in some way. We are all hypocrites in some way. Second truth is the church is full of hypocrites because, after all, if all people are hypocrites, then obviously the people that attend church makes the church full of hypocrites. Thirdly, God doesn't like hypocrisy. He doesn't like people that are hypocrites. So we know that it's sin to be hypocritical. And so then we come to the 4th truth, which is, yes, those people that have been saying for years and years and years, I don't want to go to church because the church is filled with hypocrites, are making a true statement about the church being full of hypocrites, but it's a lousy reason for not going to church. And we'll talk about that in just a minute. What do we find in the Bible? Adam and Eve were hypocrites. They sinned. They broke God's commandment. And then they tried to blame it on everybody else. Adam blamed it on his wife. Wife blamed it on the snake. And it goes on like that through Genesis chapter 3. Peter's denial of Jesus was hypocritical. In Matthew 26, verses 31 through 33, Jesus said, they'll all fall away. Peter says, not I. Even though all will fall away, I'll never fall away. And then wound up denying him 3 times. Thomas, a follower of Jesus, one who said he believed, one that followed right up to the end in the upper room because he wasn't present, didn't see Jesus, said, I'm not going to believe unless I see him, unless I put my fingers into those nail-scarred hands, into his side. Martha, when Lazarus died, John chapter 11, verse 22, she said, if you had been here, my brother Lazarus wouldn't have died, but I believe now, no matter what you ask of God, God will do for you. And yet when they got to roll away the stone, she said, please don't do that. By now he stinks. 1 John 1:8 tells us very clearly, if we say we have no sin, we deceive ourselves. Face it, we're all hypocritical in some way. We say we're not prejudiced, and yet we are. Whether you're black or white, you have a prejudice. And we say that we are lovers of God, and yet in many ways we don't show that. And so we deceive ourselves, thinking we're not hypocritical, thinking that none of us, even in reverse discrimination, thinking none of us are hypocrites. The church is filled with hypocrites. That's true. But what you need to understand is that the church is a hospital for hypocrites. Where else would you rather hypocrites be than under the teaching and preaching of God's word, which teaches against hypocrisy in every form? Yes, the church is full of hypocrites, but it's a hospital for hypocrites. Where else would you rather they be? That's your thought for the day. God bless you. Have a great day.